Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Every week I do my best to get in touch with family who lives all across the United States. And today, the day I'm recording this video is Monday, and unfortunately, although half of my family was in touch with me, I did not call back because I've been incredibly busy, so I'll be calling them back tomorrow. One of the voicemails that I received happened to be a question, and he was asking for your help. I have an answer for him, but I'm interested in hearing what you guys think. As soon as I heard the message, I had the answer just popped in my head right away, and lo and behold, it turned out to be one of the right answers. So this is my brother Adam, who is a graphic designer who lives in Des Moines, Iowa.
I need you and your infinite network of geeks to help me. I am looking for a video game for the PlayStation 1 called Bust a Groove. Again, I repeat, that's Bust a Groove. Number 1 or number 2, preferably number 1. I've been looking for this game for about a month now, and I cannot locate a copy anywhere. It's a hard to find game. I don't even care if it's a copy of the game or a quote-unquote illegal copy of the game, I should say. Anyway, so I'm just looking for something to put in my PlayStation and play it. I don't care if it's a copied version of the game or...
Okay, then he starts repeating himself like we Pirillos are quite prone to do. It seems that everybody in the chat room pretty much nailed the very answer that I was going to give him. eBay. You know, as anything you can think of that, you know, doesn't exist on the market today, it's likely on eBay. Now, if it doesn't happen to be on eBay, then you kind of have to spread out from there. So eBay is just kind of an assumption that people could check. Amazon would be another place that I would recommend. Certainly, their various stores or vendors. Craigslist would be something that I would also recommend. I learned about Craigslist when I moved to San Francisco a few years ago. I'm not in San Francisco anymore. I'm in Seattle. But the Craigslist community in Seattle is okay. It's not anywhere as near as good as it was in the Bay Area. The Bay Area Craigslist community is just amazing, and just about every other city pales by comparison to the San Francisco Craigslist community. But if you're in a major metropolitan area, chances are you have a Craigslist that hits that particular community. Craigslist is a almost completely free community bulletin board where you can post about just about anything, whether you have an item for sale, whether you want to buy an item, rent a house, or you're renting out a room in your house, or you're looking to sell something, sell a house. I mean, so you got real estate, purchasing, personals. I mean, it runs the gamut, and it's very friendly, very open. In fact, I had a post when I moved to San Francisco that ended up making the best of Craigslist at one point. I'm kind of proud of that. Craigslist is so unsafe. You can get shot, robbed. See, now that's a different story. When it comes to purchasing things online, no matter where you go, eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, you got to use your brains too. And we've referred to this in some points in the past, saying, you know, you just got to think. Don't just send money right away without having some form of protection. You know, it's the same thing with Craigslist. I've sold items on Craigslist before, and, you know, I would never invite anybody to my house and to exchange. I would always meet in a neutral, public, very public location and, you know, ask for either cash or a money order or certainly a PayPal transaction if I knew I could trust the individual, so that I would have the funds in hand. So it's kind of Craigslist is more on a trust basis. But yeah, you've got to be really careful. There have been plenty of scams that have circulated on, you know, if there's an e-commerce platform out there, you can get scammed. I think Adam, my brother, is going to find what he's looking for at eBay. I wouldn't be surprised if there are plenty of listings on that site right now. Of course, since it's an older video game, it may not be cheap. It may actually be more expensive than it was the day it was out. Video games and classic anything, while I wouldn't go as far as to call them antiques, despite what you see above here in the subject header of this video, that's the way I would go is on eBay and just expect that you're probably going to pay more getting it that way because it's in limited supply, so it's worth more money outright. And apparently there's enough demand for it. Adam wants it, so that must mean that someone's going to want to sell it. I'm guessing eBay's probably the gateway. So eBay, Amazon, we mentioned Craigslist. What about you? Where do you go to buy and sell things, specifically rare items that you're trying to find, whether it's a video game or, well, just something that you might remember from a few years back, specifically related to technology? That's what I'd be interested in. Like, what I would love to find? Remember the Merlin? The red... And you could play tic-tac-toe on it? I have a Merlin emulator on my computer. I'd also like to find a Speak and Math. A working Speak and Math. I had that because I sucked at math and my parents got it for me. They got my brother a Speak and Spell, Adam, because he couldn't spell, and Ben got a Speak and Read, although Ben was probably more literate. God, I just proved my point right there than both Adam and I combined, I'm sure. That I didn't mean to, I meant to say literate, not literal, but anyway. So those would be kind of fun things that I should probably go digging up, but I'm sure the condition of those items is not going to be great. I'm sure the game will be in better condition than hard. Anyway, just looking for your ideas and opinions. Where do you go for online shopping, specifically older items? Leave a message, comment, follow up, whatever, or just swing by the chat room, Just, even if you don't want to talk about what we're talking about now, we talk about different things all the time. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there's been 3 sub-conversations while I've been having this conversation with you, which isn't much of a conversation because you really don't say anything when you're watching the video. What's up with that? Swing by the chat room, live.pirillo.com.